Hi and welcome, it's Jim from maverickstar Observatory. Just wanted to show you how our current Earth looks today on North Score with regards to the temperature. And I don't think it's any coincidence, as I've shown before, that where we're seeing the coldest over the northern hemisphere and over the southern hemisphere in these little regions is by no coincidence where we have the highest magnetic intensities on our planet. But we know that Russia at the moment is winning the magnetic North Pole and currently holds a higher intensity over that region, and that is by no means, when we look at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, we can see it's like minus 48 in some places down there. I did manage to find one that's not far off, minus 47 degrees Celsius. There we go, minus 48.9, so nearly minus 49 degrees Celsius. Absolutely cold, but that is probably holding one of the highest magnetic intensities on our planet, and that is why the magnetic North Pole is being drawn towards central Russia, just below the Arctic Circle. Again, Canada isn't as cold as what probably 30-40 years ago, and that's because its intensity is decreasing. We know that it's allowing more more cosmic rays in, because we've got one of our muon detectors there. It's been in the 800 and 900s for quite some time. It's even gone over 1,000 recently. So when it goes over 1,000 muons per meter per hour, that's quite a lot when you compare where we are in sort of like the region between the two poles over Canada and Russia here in the UK. And you can see, first of all, we have milder temperatures because that's not where the intensity is greatest, and we have lesser temperatures as a result. On the southern hemisphere, we're seeing minus 42 degrees, minus 41. I know the video will be slightly out of sync when I put it on YouTube, but these are some of the temperatures that we're seeing. Another thing I find very unusual is that the equatorial region of our planet is not as warm as, say, like Australia is at the moment. In Australia we're looking at temperatures of minus 32. I did find minus 35, plus 32, plus 35. When we go to the equatorial region, which should be warmer at this time of the year, we see temperatures of 22 degrees Celsius. Okay, if we go over to Chile, you get 32 degrees. But no, it shouldn't be that hot in a subtropical region like Australia is right now. But that's what we're seeing. And again, in New Zealand we're seeing temperatures of 11 degrees, 9 degrees down there, very not far off some of the European temperatures and Mediterranean temperatures. But even there we're seeing 10 degrees. Like here in the UK today, it's a little bit more cooler than what it has been over the last few days. I think the mainstream media showed people on the beaches in the UK on New Year's Day because they want to promote global warming, and of course they won't be showing anyone today on the beaches making sandcastles, because as you can see it's around 2 degrees Celsius. Let's have a look at the jet streams. There we go. A lot of interchange in the subtropical regions. You can see why the UK is suffering from some cold. We've got that trough hanging over the polar regions, bringing that jet stream down straight across the UK. May even see a bit of snow if we get a bit more subtropical movement moving up, meeting that cold air. When the two collide, something usually falls out the sky, either precipitation, and if it's cold enough we'll get snow. I'm surprised to see tropical regions over the southern hemisphere being warmer than the equatorial region. But I suppose as we approach further into this Milankovitch cycle, the whole of the Earth is going to get slowly further away as it goes round its orbit of the Sun, and that elliptical orbit starts to become more elliptic. as the years go on. So what we would see is, what we would expect to see is, as the magnetic North Pole is migrating over the northern hemisphere further away from Canada, you would expect Canada to start getting warmer, but because of the Milankovitch cycle now is kicking in and we're going back gradually into a glacial period, it's going to remain cooler. So what we would expect to see is not going to happen because of, you know, the fact that we are moving now further and further away on our orbit around the sun. So that's why, you know, this is not so clear cut. You know, there's still a lot of work to do, and you know, we've got some of our magnetometers in the right places. We need to put them, you know, for sure in Russia. We need a muon detector in Russia, because I guarantee we would probably be seeing a lot less you know, cosmic radiation in there because of the higher intensity, whereas, you know, somewhere like Brazil, which is in the South Atlantic anomaly region, and South Africa, because we know that that anomaly is now breaking into two. One is moving over towards South Africa, the other one's in or over Brazil. We would see a lot more radiation inbound in those regions. So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. I don't think it's by any coincidence that where the coldest regions are on our planet is where also the magnetic intensity is at its greatest, and I think that that is why, you know, the Antarctic holds not just a magnetic pole, or the rotational axis is there, but it's also one of the two regions on our planet, north and south, that has these Arctic climates. And I don't think where the coldest regions are on our planet is where the highest intensities are likewise. So I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. Guys, I've got to say, 2,200 people watched the video yesterday. Not a single donation to the channel, neither on the website for the last, you know, good 4-5 days, neither in the PayPal in the description below. You know, we cannot continue like this. Something's got to change this year, and you know, we've got to start working closely together with each other. And you know, I said we'd keep it free for everybody, so long as everybody, or you know, attempted to make, you know, a little effort with the funding. You know, last thing I think any of us want to see is this data go offline simply because we couldn't raise even a little bit of funding for it. So, you know, I'll just mention the link down there, and it would be amazing if a few people would step forward and show some support for the new year. Simple as that. Okay, that's what I usually do. Enjoy your evenings, take care of your loved ones. As always, bye for now.